For our last story tonight, let's talk about parenting. They say having children is like living in a frat house. No one sleeps, everything is broken, and there's a lot of throwing up. But jokes aside, the struggle is real. Because while parenthood is rewarding, it can also be exhausting. Raising a child is hard. Many say the hardest job in the world. According to a recent survey, 2/3 of parents say it's harder than they'd expected. And this is not in their heads. Research says parenting is more demanding than it used to be. Today, parents spend more time and money on their children than previous generations. They feel more pressure to be hands-on. And this can feel like a juggling contest, a balancing act between taking care of children and managing your own well-being. And guess which of the two takes a hit? It's usually the parents' energy and well-being, and the result is this: parental burnout. No, this is not a buzzword or a Western concept or an excuse to do less. Parental burnout is real. It affects tens of millions of parents across the world. In fact, it's probably existed for centuries, only the term is new. Think about it. The term parenting itself is relatively new. Fun fact, rather a sad fact, parenting wasn't recognized as a word in the dictionary until the 1950s. It only became widely used in the 1970s, but because of this shift, child rearing came to be seen as a task, a concept that pushes people to do more, to be more successful as parents. And this leads to pressure and then to burnout in some cases. So what is parental burnout? A lot like workplace burnout, except here parents face physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion. And this is thanks to the seemingly endless demands of caring for one's children. It's a syndrome that results from chronic parenting stress. It involves fatigue, irritability, body aches, and changes in sleeping patterns or appetite. If you show these signs, ask yourself these questions. Do you experience constant exhaustion, physical or emotional? Do you feel like you aren't doing enough? Do you feel overwhelmed with the role of being a parent? And do you feel emotionally disconnected? If you do, you may be suffering from parental burnout, and there is no shame in it. There are many out there like you. Parental burnout is a global phenomenon experienced across communities and cultures. It's highest in countries like Poland, Belgium, and the US. About 8% of all parents in these countries are burnt out. But like I said, the research is new, and these studies don't really cover some Asian countries like India and many African countries. But they do say that parental burnout is vast. Research shows that 60% parents do not routinely relax. 50% say they don't have enough time to do the things they want. And 40% say their tiredness stops them from being the parent they want to be. So what should they do? Experts say take a break. Make time for yourself. It will improve your mental and physical health. It will also help your children and your family. Start by telling yourself it's okay to take a breath, to be kind to yourself, to prioritize yourself. Parenthood can be the most special and rewarding of experiences. Children are like the gifts that keep on giving. But to make the most of it, parents need to set priorities and seek help if they're burnt out.